Alright, what's up? So this is me editing this video on the future, and I felt that there is something that I have to say before this review starts that you have to understand. Before you watch this review, I need you to understand this one point. In many ways, the work of a reviewer, a YouTuber, is very easy. I mean, we risk nothing, like very little, when we do our review. We are on this position of power to judge other people's work. We love to negatively criticize a game, which is fun to make and fun to watch, but the ugly truth that us YouTubers must face, and any type of reviewer, and you must understand this as a viewer as well, our opinion means nothing, really. I mean, like, who cares? Last week I just experienced this beautiful game called Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but I have seen some really crazy hate for like the new ideas that this game is trying to change and trying to be different from like part 1. I just want to say it's a really good game. Definitely will be checking out Xenoblade 3. You know, I'm hungry for more. That's all what I wanted to say. You know, I remember as a kid getting excited to play a video game. This feelings was honestly the best feelings in my entire life, actually. Playing a good game, playing something that I was interested in, something that really got my attention, was basically the highlight of my childhood. Video games are an important thing in my life. I really like them, but my problem is the last few years of video games have been extremely mediocre. Yes, I got the PS5, I got a powerful PC, and I got all of these consoles, but I find myself barely even playing video games, honestly. I'm just watching animes, reading mangas, and just doing whatever. I'm just wasting time, I'm just killing time. I don't remember the last time I just spent, 6 hours a day losing actually like sleep to play a video games, to be like excited, just I want to go home and I want to play that video games. I want to have more playtime. I don't want to even finish it. I just want to play it more. Just want to enjoy my time. I just want to be involved in this world. Now, Xenoblade did all of that. And wow, dude, I had zero expectation for Xenoblade 2. Because I heard it was a huge disappointment from like the fan base. I heard it got tons of issues, and these people were right, but that didn't stop Xenoblade 2 from being an absolutely amazing game. It's been a while since I turned on my Nintendo Switch. I'm not gonna lie. I decided to to give it a try. I got myself Xenoblade 2, and I played it for the first time, and man, oh man, this game really exceeded my expectation. And every single regard and every single character. The story, let's talk about the story a little bit, is nothing like The Witcher 3 or Persona level, but it's a goddamn good one. Really well written. Every single character, it deserved to be there, it got a reason to be there, and it got its own goals and motivation. And the villains, the villains are pretty well written, I would say that. And the anti-protagonist, oh dude, he's so freaking cool. I don't say that a lot, but I really like the story of Xenoblade. One thing that I really like is the affection between Rex and Pyra and Mithra. Even like Nia, affection in video games doesn't get talked about enough. Sometimes we are just living in this world and we just forget how people can be kind to you. Just forget, because everything is about cancel culture. It's about to be mean. On like Xenoblade 2, I definitely felt that a lot. The moment between Rex and Pyra was so heartwarming. It was so special, honestly. It's not like a full-on romance story, but it's definitely, like I said before, it's the affection. It's like true feelings, This type of things that I honestly missing so much in video games. That's why I think like I really like this game. And the story are quite nice. The build up, the end up. The ending slightly disappointed though, but It's nothing to write home about. The story is pretty good. I really like the story. Now the gameplay, it was alright. You know, it's your typical jrpg turn-based action. Rex is probably the most broken character. It does a lot of damage. You can 2-shot, 3 shots at any boss or like any type of enemies, as long as you are on the requirement level. So the gameplay is nothing, you know, do not play Xenoblade to get like excited gameplay. The open world I really like. So there are 4 titans. Each titan is like its own unique area. It's like its own little country, you know, its own little continent. Each of these titans feels so different, like the market, the people, the language, the culture, the music, the background. I really like it. Every single Titans feel different. It feels unique. I'm really liking the aspects of Titans and the aspects of the open world. The graphics are pretty good. Consider this is a handheld game. Even on dock, the game looks decent. The cutscenes are pretty well made, so you wouldn't be complaining about the graphics, trust me. Now the FPS was slightly below 30 FPS. It sometimes would like dip to 20 FPS, but it's nothing you could call unplayable. This game is definitely playable, it's definitely enjoyable. Would I prefer to have a 60 FPS patch? Of course, but the Switch is simply not powerful enough, but it's definitely good enough. The FPS is good enough. 30 FPS is good. The resolution drops a bit, but who the hell cares? Honestly, you don't play Xenoblade to have like the best gameplay experience. In my opinion, you are just playing for the story, for the characters, and for the open world. A few things that I disliked about this game that I had to consistently search on YouTube: how to get into, you know, the battleship, how to get into the deserted factory, how to get into this area, or like there is an obstacle on your way and you need your blade clear up the way. For your blade have to be leveled up enough. Level up does not work as any normal games. It works like a dating simulator, so you have to give them their favorite food or their favorite drink, and you have to go into these different places and talk to them, make like your relationship stronger in order to progress through the story. I think it's a good part, but the way they implemented onto the gameplay, it's awful. The open world map makes absolutely no sense. It will tell you to go that way and you should go through the other direction. You feel lost 99 of the time, so you should use the fast travel method as fast as you can. The side quests are extremely mediocre, but they're called side quests for a reason. You don't have to play them. The main story quests are pretty good. So yeah, I liked it. And the ending. Let's talk about the ending a little bit. So if you don't want to have any spoilers, just leave right now. I'm warning you. Leave this video right now. Don't complain in the comments. I warned you, leave. Alright, so let's talk about the ending. The ending is a bittersweet. I'm indifferent about it. I liked the happy ending, I really do, but at the same time it felt like it could go a little bit deep or a little bit darker, and how basically there are no consequences to their actions. A reunion between Rex and Byra, I actually slightly disappointed. Like, actually, you know what, very disappointed at the end. I was expecting like a hug or something, or expecting a little bit of the affection that we saw at the beginning of the game, but they just stared at it like each other. I guess that works too as like an ending. Other than that, that was everything that I wanted to say about this game. I really like the game. I think you should play it. It's a really good game. I recommend it. But keep in mind that you're going to suffer a little bit. You're gonna suffer a little bit between like the open world map and the level up aspects of like the game. It's pretty grindy, but other than that, it's extremely fun game, and I'm honestly thankful or to have the opportunity to play this game. Honestly, I truly wish that there were more games like this. I truly wish, because we really need them on this hard time, you know. We really need good games desperately. And I'm very glad that I found a game that is truly a good game. This game is so good that I had 360 hours of playtime. Do you imagine that? I went all of the way to max out Rex and Nea and all of the characters to level 99. This is how much I liked it, and I might as well a New Game Plus. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment. Alright, later.